Hello everyone. Today in this episode, we are going to talk about why real estate market turns worse in this market. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, through the Monday market update, I am going to show you one of the important data points about the real estate market and explain to you why real estate market is actually turning worse for some of the buyers right now. So let's dive into the number. Let me share with you the screen that I really want to share with you in today's market, in today's episode, which is the months of supply of inventory. Okay, month supply of inventory. Now, sorry, let me stop sharing real quick and turn to another way. Here's a better view. All right, so in front of you is the months of supply of inventory of houses on the market, excluding the one that UCB or CCPS. So those are basically the one that already under contract, but still in the process of completing the application, okay, the loan application, okay. Each line represents a year. As you see here in 2021, the level of supply is very low, okay. So every single week we have less than a month of supply of inventory. That means, in other words, it takes about less than a month to sell everything on the market if there's no new inventory, okay? The situation, so everything is less than a month, okay, back in 2021. And in 2022, we start 2022, as you know, very similar, if not matching with 2021, okay? And then because interest rate goes higher, more and more houses cannot be sold on the market, and therefore the number of listing increasing toward right around November of 2022, right? November of 2022. That is when we see the initial drop in supply. All right, that is when we see the initial drop in supply. So that is right around 3.5. So that's reaching the maximum level of about 3.7, 3.8 months of supply. Meaning that if there's no other new houses get onto the market, it's gonna take at least 3.7 months for every homes get sold on the market. Okay, but since November 2022, the months of supply of inventory is actually reduced, right? As you see here, January, the last week of December, it is right below 3.5, okay? And the first week of January of 2023, it is almost 3.2, okay? It's increased a little bit. There's an uptick a little bit right here. But since then, the Dow trend is continuing. The Dow trend continue all the way until now, okay? That is what's happening right now. And that is the reason why it's actually getting worse, okay? One of the interesting facts, let me show you one more chart, and you will understand why it is interesting. The thing is that when you compare with 2019 charts, the green one that I just add here, it's very similar. It's very similar line, okay? It's very similar shape compared to 2019. So in another word, I mean, no one knows for sure the future. But if I have to guess, okay, and if there's nothing new happen, there's no important event happen, it's gonna continue following the 2019 chart like this way, okay? So the number of supply gets worse, gets lower. Now, why is it important and why is it impacting the real estate market? Why it makes the real estate market get worse, okay? So when you talk about pricing, okay, when we have an abundant supply of something, that things has to be very low in price, okay? For example, we do have a lot of candies on the market. We do have a lot of chocolate on the market, right? We do have a lot of milk on the market. Therefore, those things seems to be less expensive, way less expensive than other things, right? In the other hand, when you don't have the some number, when we don't have supply of some things, that thing's gonna have high price. For example, diamond, gold. The reason why they are so expensive is they do not have a lot. We just don't. We have the limited amount of those. And similar to that, housing prices is also similar to that as well. When the price, when there's not a lot of supplies on the market for housing, the home price has to go higher, given the same number of demand, right? Well, people hope that because of the interest rate goes higher, the demand gonna go lower. Now, yes, definitely it helps in terms of reducing the demand on the market. However, we also see that is actually the supply is actually getting worse. Now, remember when I compared to 2019, and the reason why I compared to 2019 is because it is a pre-COVID year, and before all the craziness happened in 2020 and 2021, leading to the beginning of 2022, right? 2019 is considered as a normal year. That's why I'm compared to that. Now you see the level, the month of supply of 2023 is actually a little bit below 2019. Okay, so if the 2019 home price goes higher, 2023 gonna go higher as well. Okay, given that the number of demand is the same, even though right now the interest rate is still high, the buyer is still aware, taking longer time to make the decision. Some of the buyers do not have the chance for that as well, by the way, because there's just no homes on the market. Okay, I have one of the buyers who are very frustrated right now. It's mainly because they already make 3 offers and they cannot get anything accepted. Even though like we get onto seeing the house on the first day it is listed on the market, at the first hour it is listed on the market, we make an offer right away and we still lose to another offer. So you remember that situation back in 2021, 2022. When we have that happen, the home prices actually goes higher. So that means the market has to be better, right? No, but the thing is, I'm more care about the buyers, for the buyers right now. Most of those buyers are first-time buyers, the buyers who buying a house for the first time for their family. So in the situation that they cannot get the house easily, I consider it is worse for those clients, for those people, right? Because it's going to be more difficult, more challenging. The price is going to keep going higher and higher and higher. Okay, for that reason, even though the number of demand go lower, we still see that the number of supply is even worse than 2019. So we see that the demand and supply is we still have a strong demand to lift up the price, right? Because eventually, think about it. Let's say if we have originally 10 buyers on the market, okay, then there's one house pop up on the market. One house pop up on the market. Then 10 people, let's assume they all like the house, right? Make an offer to that one. Let's say one buyer's lucky get accepted, right? Because they have to accept one, right? And they only be able to accept one. So there are 9 houses left. 9 buyers left on the market. These buyers are waiting and waiting and waiting. There's another house pop up on the market. They all gonna offer at the same house, right? For that house, 9 people are gonna offer at the same house. But one of those buyers get tired of offer at asking because they keep losing, right? So they're gonna think of creative way. So instead of offer at asking price, they're gonna offer at higher than asking, right? And they're willing to pay extra to get the house because they're tired of it. And there's 8 left. And eventually, when we repeat, 8 people, 1 people are gonna offer higher. 7 people, 1 people are gonna offer higher. That means eventually the home price is gonna keep go higher. For that reason, the real estate market is actually gets worse now. So be careful. For those of you who are waiting, for those of the buyers who are waiting, okay, evaluate your family situation right now to see whether you should make a a start on that. Right? Instead of waiting for something that you don't know whether it is actually happening or not, we actually don't see any signal, any sign that the foreclosure is going to happening, the market crisis happening again. That's what a lot of people think. The only chance that we have, because right now when you look at it, obviously the number of supply is getting lower and lower, right? For even foreclosure, we're still at the historical low. Okay. Now the only chance that we see that could increase the supply of houses is those people who bought the property and make it a short-term rental. Because we see that right now there's too much short-term rental on the market right now, and especially when it is getting to like June or July, right? Which is not a very common months to come to Arizona. Those short-term people, short-term investors, perhaps gonna get tired of doing short-term rental, and they eventually sell. But remember, before they sell, they're also going to do long-term rental as well. They probably going to do long-term rental first before they even decide to sell the house, unless they have a good profit there, right? So that is the only chance we're going to see an increased number of supply for the market, but the number shouldn't be too much to create a crisis, to create a real estate crisis right now on the market. Okay. Seller, I know for you it is a good news. Just reasonable prepping your house, reasonable pricing your house, and your house will be sold with the right buyers. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope that you have a great information in this video show, and I'm looking forward for the next show. If you do have any questions, feel free to give me a call. My phone number is 602-515-2442. Thank you. Bye-bye.